Is your garden soil dead? I mean, really dead? Is it a slab of compacted, lifeless dirt that sheds water, breaks shovel handles, and seems to grow nothing but weeds and your own frustration? You might think the only way out is spending a fortune on truckloads of soil amendments and a whole arsenal of chemical fertilizers. But what if I told you that nature has its own team of miracle workers? Plants that are basically designed to resurrect soil from the brink. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 plants that will turn that dead dirt into a rich, fertile paradise, all without a single chemical. After decades of watching these plants work their magic, I can promise you, this isn't just theory, it's a gardening revolution. First up is a plant you've definitely seen 1,000 times and probably dismissed as a weed, clover. But for gardeners in the know, clover is one of the most generous and hardworking plants you can possibly have. It is, simply put, a nitrogen factory. Clover is part of the legume family, which means it forms a cool partnership with bacteria called rhizobia. These bacteria set up shop in little nodules on the clover's roots and do something amazing. They pull nitrogen gas right out of the air and fix it into a form that plants can actually eat. Planting clover is like installing a free, slow-release fertilizer system directly into your garden beds. But it does so much more. Clover's dense, fibrous roots weave a net that holds your soil together, stopping erosion from wind and rain. Those roots also fluff up the soil, making it light and crumbly over time. And as a living mulch, its leafy top shades the ground, keeping it cool, holding in moisture, and stopping weeds from getting any sunlight. You've got options, too. White clover is low-growing and great for pathways or planting between your veggie rows. Crimson clover with its gorgeous red flowers is a fantastic winter cover crop you can till into the soil in spring for a huge nutrient kick. Whichever you pick, clover works tirelessly to feed and protect your soil, turning a poor patch of ground into a fertile foundation. While clover is busy working the topsoil, our next plant goes deep. I'm talking about alfalfa, a perennial powerhouse often called the queen of forages. If your problem is deep compaction or a layer of hardpan that a pickaxe can barely scratch, alfalfa is your plant. Its secret weapon is an unbelievably deep taproot. A single alfalfa plant can send its roots down 10, 15, even 20 feet. These roots act like biological drills, relentlessly busting through compacted layers where other plants would just give up. As they grow, they create a whole network of deep channels, letting air and water penetrate far below the surface. This is a game changer for improving drainage in heavy clay, or helping sandy soils hold on to water. But these roots aren't just drills, they're expert miners. They go way down into the subsoil and pull up valuable minerals like phosphorus, potassium, and calcium that have washed far beyond the reach of normal garden plants. They store these minerals in their leaves, so when you use the chop and drop method, just cutting the plant and leaving the foliage on the surface, all those deep earth minerals get redeposited right on top, ready for your vegetables to use. When the old alfalfa roots eventually die, they decompose and leave behind channels filled with rich organic matter. It's a long-term investment that builds a resilient, aerated, and deeply fertile soil for years to come. If alfalfa is a precision drill, our next plant is an underground bulldozer, the daikon radish. Sometimes called a tillage radish, this isn't your little red salad radish. This is a giant white root that can grow 1 to 2 feet long and is famous for its ability to absolutely demolish soil compaction. Planting daikon in the fall is one of the easiest and most satisfying ways to fix dead soil. As it grows, its thick, powerful taproot just drives straight down into the heaviest clay or most stubborn hardpan with incredible force. It's amazing. This one simple action creates huge channels for air and water, instantly relieving compaction. But here's where the real magic happens. You don't even have to harvest them. The best move is to just leave the radishes in the ground over winter. The first hard frosts will kill the plant, and that giant root will start to rot right where it is. As it decomposes, it becomes this soft, spongy mass of organic matter that earthworms and microbes go crazy for. What's left behind is a perfect, deep hole full of good stuff, an ideal pre-dug spot for a tomato or corn plant to send its roots down next spring. On top of all that, the daikon acts like a nutrient sponge. It soaks up any leftover nitrogen and other nutrients in the topsoil that might otherwise get washed away by winter rains. When it rots, it releases those nutrients right back where your next crop needs them. It's a fast, effective, and strangely fun way to watch your soil go from a brick to a sponge. Sometimes you need to fix your soil, and you need to do it fast. That's where our fourth plant, buckwheat, really shines. Buckwheat is the sprinter of the cover crop world. It can go from a tiny seed to a full-grown, flowering plant in as little as 30 to 45 days. This makes it the perfect tool for quickly reviving a patch of ground in that awkward window between spring and fall plantings. Buckwheat's main talent is producing a ton of leafy growth in almost no time. It creates a dense canopy that completely shades the ground, smothering even the toughest weeds and giving your soil a clean slate. But that's not all. Buckwheat has a fine, fibrous root system that's excellent at scavenging for nutrients, especially phosphorus. It actually produces mild acids that help unlock phosphorus that's chemically stuck in the soil, making it available for your next plants. The trick is to cut it down right as it starts to flower, before it goes to seed. The whole plant is so tender that it breaks down incredibly fast when you mix it into the soil, giving it a quick and easy infusion of high-quality organic matter. This immediately improves soil tilth, its texture, aeration, and ability to hold water. As a bonus, its little white flowers are an absolute magnet for pollinators and other beneficial insects, bringing even more life into your garden. If you've got a 60-day window and a tired patch of soil, buckwheat is your botanical reset button. Our final plant is a legend in organic gardening circles, and for good reason: comfrey. Comfrey is a deep-rooted perennial that gets called a dynamic accumulator. Now, while gardeners and scientists might debate just how deep its roots go to pull up minerals, there is zero debate about this. Comfrey is an unmatched mulch-making machine. Comfrey leaves are packed with minerals, especially potassium, which is critical for getting lots of flowers and fruit from plants like tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers. You can harvest the big leaves several times a year, chop them up, and use them as a super-powered mulch around your other plants. As the leaves break down, they release all their stored nutrients right onto the soil surface, feeding both your plants and the soil life below. This process is a dinner bell for earthworms. They love decaying comfrey and will pull that organic matter down into the soil for you. The result is a steady buildup of rich, dark, humus-filled topsoil. You can also make a potent liquid fertilizer called comfrey tea by simply soaking the leaves in a bucket of water for a few weeks. This liquid gold can be diluted and used to feed your hungriest plants. A single comfrey plant can become a fertility hub for your whole garden. It's a personal fertilizer factory, mulch producer, and compost activator all in one. It's a must-have if you're serious about creating a garden that practically feeds itself. So there you have it, 5 botanical powerhouses that can bring even the most hopeless soil back to life. No chemicals required. From the nitrogen-fixing clover and the deep-drilling alfalfa, to the hardpan-busting radish, the speedy buckwheat, and the mulch-making comfrey, you've got a full toolkit to regenerate your garden. What are your go-to soil-building plants? Have you had a win with one of these 5? Share your stories and questions in the comments below. I love reading through them, and your experience helps our entire community of gardeners grow. If you found this helpful, and you're ready to ditch the chemicals and let nature do the heavy lifting, give this video a like, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. We're all about uncovering the simple, powerful secrets to creating truly resilient and abundant gardens. Remember, dead soil isn't a death sentence. It's an opportunity. It's a chance to partner with these incredible plants and watch them perform their quiet, amazing work. By picking the right plant for the job, you can unlock the immense healing power of nature. You're not just fixing dirt, you're regenerating an entire ecosystem in your own backyard. Stop fighting your soil and start working with it. Plant one of these botanical healers, and you'll be on your way to creating the vibrant, living, and fertile garden you've always dreamed of.